Hi, this is David. So finally I've clicked on this video to understand how exactly you can learn English and overcome your problems to achieve your goals in quick time. And also I know that you have gone through a lot of hassles and obstacles to speak fluently and speak really amazing and overcome your problems. But sometimes it is very perplexing or very much confusing on the way. So this is why I'm exactly here to show you how you can decode everything to understand your problems and overcome them and achieve your goals in short time. All right. So let me share something really important so you can understand how we go through the problems and also what I can do for you, all right, on this Heylangu platform. So in general, there are two types of major fundamental problems we mostly face when we're learning English. All right. So what happens with people if they're learning English? So number one is psychological barrier, and number two is the generic or general barrier. All right. So psychological barrier is extremely potent because whatever you know, fundamentally or ultimately, you have to use them in public. All right. And so this is why it is really important. So psychological barrier is actually one of the psychological barriers is the judgmental thoughts. For example, you learned English to some extent, and then what happens, you have to use it in public, like giving a presentation or having a small talk, or any situation when you're talking to your opponent, or you are on a business tour. All right. So in general, if you're in public, you have to use English, and then your brain is generating the thoughts, those judgmental thoughts, and telling you that you are no good, telling you that you are not using correct grammar, your pronunciation is wrong, your accent is messed up, or your phrasal verb is also incorrect, and how your opponent is thinking about you. Maybe your opponent is laughing at you. All right. So these are the judgmental thoughts that you will be getting all the time. So this is called psychological barrier. And so people tell you for this in a short note that you have to be confident. All right. It's not about confidence. It's about understanding yourself. All right. So I'm going to come back to this point later in the class. And number two is the general barrier or generic barrier. So what happens here in this barrier that if you're learning English, you have to go for sometimes grammars, vocabularies, and phrasal verbs or phrases and idioms, right? So if you're learning words and phrasal verbs or grammars or phrases, basically words, phrasal verbs, and phrases, then you'll see that there are so many meanings for one word, one phrasal verb, one phrase. And then you get totally confused why there are so many meanings, how you can learn, right? So and people don't talk about this. People think that, okay, I'm going to repeat. And no, there are tricks to learn words and to understand why there are so many meanings and how you can overcome them to understand and control the words, control the grammars and phrasal verbs and all of those things. So there are tricks and you have to understand that. Otherwise, you'll be always messing yourself up. All right. So I will explain to you each and every problem that you have and how you can solve those to achieve your goals. In all of these things that I talked about also in the video. And there are so many other aspects that I want to explain to you, and you can understand how language really works and how you can be extremely powerful speaker or really good in English, or overcome all of your problems to become fluent, have amazing skill in small talk, in negotiation, or any situation. You could be extremely powerful and you can talk in English in any situation in the world without any doubt at all. So that's all I want to say. So if you have free time, just call me up and I'll show you how it is done. So that is all for today. See you in the meeting.